I want to help bring them up the ladder, not push them down the ladder. I've helped bring you up the ladder, and now I'm going to push you up into a new realm.
Christopher Carter is a former Coca-Cola executive turned AI innovator, known for his leadership in technology, resilience-focused mindset, and commitment to building high-performing teams.
I want you to be able to take on a role if you think that you're qualified enough to be a director, a VP, CEO, CIO. I'm hoping that I can help those individuals move up the ladder.
What's up, everybody? This is Ryan Van Ornum back with another edition of Scaling Up Success podcast powered by Cynergists. Cynergist is your scalable operations company that helps you grow exponentially faster at a fraction of the cost. Check out Cynergist.com. Today, I have Chris Carter from Approyo. Chris, how are you doing today?
Hey, Ryan, I'm doing great. It's good to be here. Thanks, man, for having me.
Absolutely, man. A pleasure having you on the show. So tell us a little bit about what Approyo is and how you got into this.
Yeah, I literally got into it back in 1989. So I'm a product of the 60s. Thanks, Mom and Dad. I went to college in Atlanta at Georgia Tech in the 1980s, 87 to 92. And I got into computers. Well, in 1989, my first internship ever was for a company running SAP software. It's a little beverage company out of Georgia. They got a little red can, silver running, starts with Coke, ends with Cola, something like that. Well, I was interning with them in the bowels of their facility. I was running punch codes. I was doing internship work like everybody does. And one day they started talking to me about their SAP upgrade they were doing. Lo and behold, it was born. 1989, I started working on the first SAP environment here in the United States. That was a x86, which is, to all these young kids nowadays, back in the day, they used to have mainframes the size of Nebraska's football field. Now everything is in either the palm of their hand or on a cloud or a desktop. And at the time, we moved from a mainframe over to IBM and AS400s, and then we went into Dell products. And that's where I started. I literally started from a Commodore VIC-20, an Apple IIe, mainframe computers to what I'm doing now, which is cloud and everything else.
That's phenomenal, man. And it's such a great success story. And thank you for sharing that piece of it with everybody, man. Really appreciate it.
Thanks. It's crazy how the evolution of our technology has gone. And you look at everything that we're doing now with AI. You know, I wrote, and actually it's right there. I wrote a book about mastering AI and activities wrapped around it. And we were doing AI-based transactions way back in the 1990s. It's crazy how everything has come full circle. Everything's going up to a cloud, or now we're doing large language models and small language models, which I'm a huge small language model guy because I like it cheaper, faster, and easier. Just me. I don't know. I don't want to spend billions of dollars when I can spend a couple $100,000 on something that gets me the same results. But that's just me. So that's how I started.
That's super cool, man. So what has been some of the biggest challenges that you face scaling your business, man?
Oh, well, back in the early 2001, I had to actually put one of my companies into bankruptcy because of customers. One of my customers, which was literally 80% of all my business, sent us a letter. They didn't even call us. They sent us a letter and said, "We are replacing you with offshore Indian labor. 80% of what you do is being either cut and or you need to reduce rates on the rest of it." And it literally just gutted me. That was the biggest one. That was the biggest piece that killed me the whole time. But since then, I've learned, don't put all your eggs in one basket. Make sure that you're across the board with what you're doing, how you're doing. Communication. Lots of communication with folks all over the globe. Any of our customers, any of our staff. I'm constantly on communication activities. I'm traveling. Next Wednesday, I'm out in D.C. I'm going to meet with customers, partners, and some of our political leaders out there because they just kicked out some of the AI components in their big, beautiful bill. And I'm going to talk to them about how AI needs to be utilized. And the feds need to monitor that, not every state, because you don't want 50 plus of these little municipalities, and you don't want states. You need one unifying system it's running your IT, Because if you're a company like yours and I, when we're literally working in different states, in different countries, if it's not one unifying effort, man, all of a sudden you're fighting the California regulations, the New York regulations, Wisconsin, Nebraska. You're fighting everybody's regulations. How do you keep up with that? You don't. So I'm going to talk with them about that as well. Me with both sides of the party. Hopefully they listen and see what we can do around technology and AI from there.
Man, that's fabulous. And thank you for being that voice of the voiceless almost with a lot of people that, a lot of people that are up at that level really have no clue as what's going on as well. They're just kind of told what to say and how to say it. And it's the
Really
lobbyists that are in their ears. And man, thank you for being that person that's fighting the good fight.
Well, I appreciate it. And I try. I think personally that these politicians need to be given the information that's going to help them to make better decisions. It is coming no matter what. And I'll be honest, when I traveled to Europe and Asia, they are so far ahead of us in this AI arms race. We are at war over AI.
Yeah.
The technology, you look at what China is doing with DeepSeek. They're using low-level technology to get big-level results. And everybody thinks it needs a NVIDIA and it needs to be in these multiple. Well, what you're doing for your company, you're using one database. You're using one database of record, like an SAP or an Oracle or whatever your database, a SQL database. You don't have mountains and mountains of data like you have if you were Google or Microsoft or
Right.
Oracle or you're using one database. Why do you need to waste the money? Why can't you utilize artificial intelligence to go through that database, save yourself money, save yourself the time, the patience? What is a millisecond? What is a millisecond speed? Oh, I'm going to gain an extra tenth of a millisecond. Bullshit. Oh, pardon my language.
You're good.
Bullshit. You are not, you wouldn't even notice unless
Right.
somebody told you exactly, or the little timer on the tool. So for us as everyday workers, I'm a blue collar guy, blue collar. I was raised blue collar. I went to school blue collar. I paid my own way. We're the real people on the ground. Don't let me have some politician that comes down and tells me a rule that they have no idea about other than somebody who is an intern for their office. So that's literally what I'm going to tell. I'm going to tell multiple individuals, and I'm going to start with the Wisconsin folks, and I'm going to Georgia, and then I'm actually going to some of the Texas folks. And I'm literally going to hand them a card about my capabilities, my skills, why I'm a 4-time best-selling author, blah. And I'm going to say, I'm the expert you need to talk to because I'm on the ground talking with your people. I work with your people. And so that's what I'm going to do. And next week, next Thursday, all day over at, man, I hope it's not 100 degrees. That's all I hope. I don't want to wear a suit in a 100-degree Capitol building all day long.
He'll just be sweating through the suit. We'll have to. I'm gonna text you for a follow up on that one.
Please do. I will tell you what's going on. I hope the air
Good.
conditioning is working in the Senate building this week or next week.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. So, kind of switching gears a little bit on this, man. Like, I mean, you've been growing this thing for a while now. So, like, what are you most proud about in your business journey, man?
So I would say the biggest thing I'm proud about is my staff. We bring in some great people, but we also bring in young, untrained junior people, not necessarily junior developers, but just juniors who haven't worked as much in the SAP ecosystem. Right now, the SAP ecosystem and kind of cloud, these young people want to go to AI. They want to go to the new whiz bang things. And that's great. But the new whiz bang things are also in cloud and also in artificial intelligence being used for ERP and to other tools. So I like to bring in the young people, see them get trained. And if they stay with us, great. And if they move on, I want to help bring them up the ladder, not push them down the ladder. I fully believe that anybody that works for our organization, if they say, I'm taking a role in another company, great. I've helped bring you up the ladder, and now I'm going to push you up into a new realm. I want you to be able to take on a role if you think that you're qualified enough to be a director, a VP, CEO, CIO. I'm hoping that I can help those individuals move up the ladder. So I'm really proud of my staff. And then when I transition, the next thing I'm proud of the companies that we work for. We work for some great companies around the world. I constantly help to give them knowledge. I don't try to sell them all the time. Yeah, they need my services and they're going to use us. But at the end of the day, it's about helping them sleep easier at night and giving them the knowledge they need to be successful, to move forward and grow. So those are my two biggest things outside of my daughters and my family. Shout out, I'm a two-time girl dad, and I've got two nurses, and both in the medical field. So I'm very proud of those two.
Man, you're just killing the game all the way around, and it's great to
So,
watch and see where you're going, man. Thank you for sharing all of that. That's flipping amazing.
well,
So
thanks, Ryan. I'm trying. You know what? At the end of the day, it's about what I can do to help other people. What can I help with other companies? How can I partner with firms? What firms can help partner with me to help us both help a customer to succeed? I can't do these things alone, so that's why I make sure I have a great staff, Sean and AJ and Tejas and the folks that lead my team. I'm lucky enough. They literally put me into podcasts, writing books, and going out and speaking all over the world on different technologies. And then thank God I had an incredible wife who lets me do those things. And she's the one that raised these two incredible daughters. I tell her all the time, hey, I was just the paycheck. I was there to make sure that there was discipline in a paycheck, and you did everything. You are the godsend. So I've got it on both sides. I've got a great team on both sides.
I was just gonna say it's a great family team and it's a great business team that you got going there, man.
Well,
Well
my
done.
wife calls my chief operating officer my work wife. So those two will call each other. Hey, Chris is going to be here. Is it okay with his schedule? Can you do this with it? And those two talk together more than I talk with them sometimes.
You just have a family operating engineer as well. The
Yes.
wifey is the CFO there, man.
Oh, you know what? Us men, we need to admit, if it wasn't for our wives helping to push us forward and helping to be supportive, who knows? We'd probably be sitting in a bar somewhere at 12:17 in the afternoon and not doing anything. But it's because of her and it's because of him pushing me to succeed and help this company succeed and help our customers. They're the reasons that we are what we are.
And really, I mean, that kind of goes into one of my questions is like when you're building this culture in your business, it starts with family, it starts with, the core group of people that you've built with. Like, man, without that close, tight-knit group to start with, man, how do you build a strong company culture?
Yeah, it's tough. All things start with God and the things that He's given me and the ability to learn and grow and be a human being. Then it goes to my wife and or my chief operating officer from that. We have a family-based mantra and values of our organization. It is truly about taking care of them. We give time off for having children, of course, and all the things that we lead with our family values. And then from our family values, it's about our customers and making sure that they're taken care of in the same way that we would treat a family with some type of a family member and go from there. But it all starts from the top and funnels down.
Love it, man. Love it. So like one of the things that I see is like with tech and AI, it feels like it's changing on not even like a weekly basis, but almost a daily basis. I'm seeing new reports coming out and trying new things in our business as well. How do you guys keep up with everything that's coming out in your businesses as well?
Oh, it's crazy. Every day there is something new going on. Like there's a new update to Perplexity today that
Yeah.
I get Google feeds updating me on technology. I get a Google feed on AI, I get a Google feed on cloud, I get a Google feed on SAP. I get a Google feed on me as well as on SAP in our company. So I get all these Google feeds that come in at me, and I constantly am looking, constantly scanning the headlines. I'm a big CNBC guy. Love to see what's going on out there. Heck, I was just listening to them on my drive back. I actually did breakfast with my father early this morning, and we as we talked and discussed the future, I'm driving to and from. I'm listening to our Treasury Secretary Besson. I'm listening to the CEO of what is it, Jumba, the air taxi service that uses drone technology that's in the UAE right now. I'm listening to what's going on from a technology standpoint, who's doing what, and how they're doing things. So I'm continuously inundating myself with data. So then that way I can give that data to my staff. I can give it to my customers. I can give it to friends and family. Wherever I need to give information, if I hear something, I am trying to get more information on. Now, I'm pretty much using, remember back when we were in college, we had the little yellow booklet, and those little yellow booklets were our cheat notes, and those cheat notes gave us what we needed to know from a high level.
Yeah.
I'm getting a lot of that. And then if I want to go deeper, I go deeper and I go into more pages. Like I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, I've got 5 screens here. I'm constantly getting inundated with details that help me so I can go deeper if I want.
I love it, man. I love it. Very, you got a solid way to stay in front of everything. And, it's constantly changing, and it's, in your company, it's probably the little, you cannot shift. It's like shifting an aircraft carrier. As opposed to trying to turn like a speedboat. Like it doesn't happen overnight. But these little shifts keep you moving in the right direction. Is that true?
It's true. I consider us more like fighter pilots. I think I'm in Top Gun 2 all the time. And yes, I cannot play the piano, but I sure can play a main game of pool just like Bob does. I can move our activities. We have a consistent runway. But those planes that are going to be landing and taking off, when it's adding some new AI component, or it's having a new product, or it's adding a predictive analytics, or it's adding something from SAP, or it's adding something from, I can continuously make those changes. And we're fighter pilots. We're constantly making the changes that we need to do to make sure that customers and staff are happy.
I love it, man. That's well said right there. So let's change this real slightly here. Think about what you've learned along the way in your business journey and go back to your Georgia Tech days. If Chris Carter from Georgia Tech met Chris Carter today, what would Chris Carter from today tell Georgia Tech Chris Carter? In terms
First thing you'd say is, God, you're bald? Holy. Second of all, you're fat. Holy cow. And I would have to tell him, nope, those are just muscles. Don't worry. But he would get upset about the hair. The first thing he would be like, thank God you're still in technology. I can't believe you would do anything else, because that's what I love. And as the younger me, I'd be like, yes, you are going to stay in technology until you're 56 years old, because it's what you love and it's what you do. Can't believe that you have your own company. Well, I don't like working for other people so much. So you're going to have your own companies. But at the end of the day, make sure you're constantly learning. Always upgrade your knowledge. It's not about upgrading your skills. It's about upgrading your knowledge, and that knowledge will help you upgrade your skills. Knowledge is more important first. And then just as that sign from Rocky Balboa, it's the great speech from Rocky Balboa. Life is going to keep hitting you. Yep. It's going to knock you down on your knees, and you are going to have to get up. Don't ever lay down and take it. Get your arse back up and keep moving forward, because that's what's going to make you into the person that you are. Keep driving. So younger me, keep your knowledge growing and keep moving forward. Don't ever get discouraged, because there's a reason why. God has a reason and a plan for everything. Just keep moving forward.
Love it. And the thing is, right now, I feel your passion just through this conversation, and you're not slowing down. So nope. Where do you see yourself in 5 years from now, man?
I've got 3 companies that I'm running right now: Approyo, Mugatu AI, and Charging Bunny. My wife and I currently own a pub restaurant in northern Wisconsin. We're trying to help and give back to the community with great tasting foods, and it's our 1-year anniversary this weekend. So if anybody sees me laying in the back of the band shelter, just let me sleep.
What are you talking about, man? I'm going to hit you up for some cheese curds or something when I'm up in Wisconsin, bro.
Come on up. I'm literally only 20 minutes from the Wisconsin Dells. Carter's Pub, it's in New Lisbon. It's 20 minutes from the Dells. I'll be the guy drinking $1 Pabst all weekend long.
Oh, I'll be there. I'll be there. I'll be there in a couple weeks.
There you go.
Love it. You ready for a little rapid fire action as we tie this thing up?
I'm ready for this.
All right, cool. First of all, I gotta say, show me your favorite ink on your arm.
So this one here is literally, I don't know if you can see that way. Yeah. So it's 4 koi fish.
Oh, cool.
So in Asian mythology, it's the father, the mother, the children. In their mythology, they're trying to push one of their children to the mythical Golden Gate, which turns into hopefully the mythical dragon, which in Asian mythology is the all-powerful dragon. It's got the most knowledge, it's got the most skills, it's the strongest. So it took me 7 years, and I went to tattoo artists from Philadelphia, Eddie, to everywhere. And I literally found the right artist in my own backyard who was an award winner. And it's myself, it's my wife, it's my daughter, and I'm trying to push them up to the mythical golden gate for success in their careers. Because as parents, we always want to have our children do better than us.
Love it. I love that when people have ink, that it means something very personal to them. That's fantastic. All right. So what book or podcast are you vibing on right now?
Oh, so I'm doing a podcast from Predictable Profits. I like Charles has got some great business ideas, great business techniques. So Predictable Profits. I actually just have the audiobook over here. It was the Alex Van Halen book about his brother. It's literally the Van Halens. It's Alex's new book. Almost finished with that one. I do Audible quite a bit because I travel.
Yeah.
So I loved it. Loved it. I wish he would have said something about the Sammy Hagar days, but he said absolutely nothing. Disappointing.
Okay.
But
okay.
I love the story. I love their journey and their drive for success.
Love it, man. Very cool. Bucket list travel spot.
Greece.
All right.
I've always wanted to go to Greece, and I want to take my daughters. Both my daughters would love to go to Greece. They're huge Mamma Mia fans. We constantly say that we're going to go there, and we're going to go there, and we're going to have some enjoyable times together. And I said, just as long as you don't scare me and tell me you're getting married there.
Oh gosh. Oh yeah, man,
I've traveled with so much work. I've been to Tokyo, Amsterdam. I've been to Germany. I've even been to China. But Greece is the one place that I would really, really love to go to, and I want to take my daughters there.
Love it. That's awesome. If you have it, a workout playlist, what's on it?
Oh, it's 80s hair metal.
Okay. Are you like a little Poison?
Say that again?
Poison?
Well, as a matter of fact, that is Bret Michaels' guitar and head from a meeting session I did. Poison is on it, even though I don't consider them to be hair metal. They're 80s rock. I do have them on there because I'm a huge Bret Michaels fan and I love Poison.
Nice. Very cool. Are you a coffee, tea, soda, energy drink? What are you drinking?
Massive amounts of coffees, espressos. I've got a machine literally outside there in my man cave. I'm in my office here at the house, and I drink a ton of coffee.
Okay.
I do energy drinks and stuff too, but coffee is very easy for me.
What's your cheat meal?
Oh, my cheat meal is we've got a little place down the block here. When we're not open, I go and I get a smash burger. It is 2 quarter-pound patties smashed together, 3 or 4 pieces of cheese, lettuce, pickle, and then this is going to be funny because I learned this trick in Europe. Ketchup and mayo for my French fries. Well, I do ketchup, mayo, and buffalo sauce. Mix that together, and I dunk my burger. I dunk my fries. That's my cheat.
Get it. Now,
at least a month.
Are you an early bird or a night owl?
Early bird. I am up usually sometime around 5 o'clock. I'm part of the 5 a.m. club. I love it because nobody's around except for my team in Europe and in Asia. And if they need something, I can answer them. But I catch up on all my reading. I catch up on anything that I need to do from the night prior that happened. I used to be the night guy. When I was in college and right after college, I could stay up till 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning coding and doing. Man, that stuff changes as soon as you have children. Woo!
Yep.
No way.
Absolutely, man. No, you made it through rapid fire, man. Great job.
Awesome. Thanks, Ryan. I knew I could do it.
Yeah, you did. You came through with flying colors, my friend. So as we wrap this thing up, like if people are interested in your services, how can people get a hold of you?
You can always get a hold of me on LinkedIn. I'm Christopher Carter on there. You can go to my personal website, which is ChristopherMCarter.com, or you can hit me up on any of the socials. I'm on at ccarter1969 on X. I'm on Instagram, Christopher M. Carter Tech CEO. Or you can come to our websites, approyo.com, mugatu.ai.com, carterspub.com even. I'm even on there with my wife. You'd see what I look like in a full outfit.
Well, you absolutely crushed it on this episode, man.
Oh,
Thank you so much for being a part of it today. Really appreciate your time.
thanks, man. I appreciate it. If you ever need anything, give me a holler.
Absolutely.
And
Well, thank you
cheese
again,
curds are
Chris.
on me. Cheese curds are on me, Ryan.
Dude, I'm telling you, I'm coming up there this fall. I'm coming up there
There you
this
go.
fall.
Come
So,
up for the game.
heck yeah, it's on the schedule. I got to get up there. We're gonna say hello.
Awesome. Look forward to it.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys for another great time today. This is Ryan Van Ornum with the Scaling Up Success podcast powered by Cynergists. Thank you so much for Chris for being a part of our guest today. And everyone out there, have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care.